Hey everyone, it's StrikerHero Camo Out. In this video, I have a friend, Skymine here. His name's Matthew. He actually was the one who kind of got me out into Skylanders, starting out. We went to school together. Say what's up, Matthew.
Alright, what's up, people? This is Skymine1030 at
Yeah,
your service.
and I'm gonna leave a link to his channel down in the description if you guys want to subscribe to him. But he doesn't really make videos right now, but you guys can still subscribe to him because he's a really good friend of mine. So let's start off. This video, of course, is, as you can see, the top 10 violent Skylanders. He helped me out with this idea, so I wanted him to kind of be in this video if he wanted to, which he said yes to. So let's start off the video. This is gonna be really cool. So first we have Wildstorm for air. This is going along with the top 10 for each element. We got air here. Wildstorm, why do you think he is the most violent of the air element? Like, his gameplay and kind of his abilities in the game, kind of the most violent of the air element. Um, to me, I think it's a good choice for air. What do you think? Why you chose?
Yeah, basically, to be honest, having that sword with him, shooting lightning and all that stuff, I believe he's not afraid to slice through multiple skins and Doomlanders and all that stuff. He can basically turn into a beast, and then things get nasty pretty quickly for
Yeah,
Wildstorm's enemies.
he's actually really overpowered, I think, in Imaginators, the game that we're on right now. So he's actually most people's favorite sensei, and I think he's going to be one of the best and most powerful Skylanders of the air element. Because if you compare him to Popthorn and stuff like that, you know, more of a cuter version of an air Skylander or whatever, he's not as powerful as, say, Wildstorm, because Wildstorm's a really a beast character.
A lot.
Yeah. Magic, we have Pop Fizz. Because this is like a no-brainer because I had this on my list too. The most powerful of most violent of the magic is definitely Pop Fizz, especially his beast form, toy form, the series 3 or 4, I believe, or whatever. I forgot the name. I forgot the specific name for him, but he can go into his beast form, of course, so hence how he can be very violent there in his gameplay. Um, any other attacks that he does make? His claw attack, he can definitely jump really high up in the air, I think, and he can just really destroy a bunch of choppies out in sight. So yeah, he's a very powerful character as well. Pop Fizz used to be my favorite Magic Skylander, but as you guys can see my last video, the my top 10 favorites, it's actually still an Ingenious, my favorite Skylander. But Pop Fizz is really cool, very powerful in game. That's why he's in the violent list. Anything you want to add to Pop Fizz?
Yeah, basically, although some people might think, what about Big Bubble Pop Fizz? Isn't that the same? Yes, it's basically the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, he can actually stay
Although,
in the beast for him for his Big Bubble Pop Fizz.
basically, in his beast form in Big Bubble Pop Fizz, he can stay. You can pretty much stay in it for as long as you like. Basically, and you have the ability to change colors.
Yeah.
And basically, for his original thing, he also breathes fire. Or if you went with his beast path.
Yeah. For the fire, we have Fwino. He is kind of like Pop Fizz in the same way, you know, he's a core character, but he can also take a lot of damage down with him, with his, you know, his Hogwild Fwino pose and the bike kind of gameplay. He can be on a bike and he can just destroy people that way. He's a really, like, type of violent character. And, yeah, it looks really cool. What else could we say about flying? He could
Well,
just
basically when Frino is heating up his hands and his form. Basically, when he's punching all his enemies, he's basically breaking bones and causing third-degree burns. Not to
yeah,
mention, basically ramming his enemies when he's in his hog his wild form, his bite form.
And then Slambien also, like, just looks violent. So that's why I think we chose him. Like, Slambien would be one of my favorites as well. He can take down a lot of damage with them. I'm more for those characters, like Rhino and stuff, that can just, like, destroy all the choppies, like, brawling type moves. I really like those types of characters. Kind of like, our next one, which is Guerrilla for the life. He's also one of the most violent types of characters that we think that would kind of fit with the list. Guerrilla can also, he has those monkeys that weigh him down and stuff, and he can just go right in and destroy everything in sight.
I mean, you never know when basically they can beat up enemies multiple times. For basically, both for Slambien and Guerrilla, they would basically break a bunch of bones with Slambien's icy spike if you chose his punching path, and Guerrilla basically slicing through his enemies with his drill fists.
Yeah. Next is Wallup, that's like no question why we chose him for the most violent, because I was gonna pick Crusher, but then he reminded me of Wallup. I'm like, yeah, Wallup has the 2 hammers, and he is probably one of the most powerful Earth characters out there as well. But technically, my favorite character, as you guys saw in the last video as well, was Terrafin. But Wallup is, I think, the most violent Earth Skylander, and yeah, and throughout the whole list, Matthew helped me out, picked all these violent characters out. So yeah, anything else that Wallup, his attacks, I forgot some of his attacks.
Well,
but
basically, he really smashes, like, with a very powerful 10-inch drum. It can actually keep smashing when you release the attack button, if you chose basically his hammer path. And then basically throwing them in midair, smashing his enemies, crushing a bunch of bones in this.
Jawbreaker can do the same thing. He's the tech, most violent. Yeah, I actually didn't play much of Jawbreaker in Trap Team, but it makes a lot of sense why he's on this list. For one, he can just go right in, destroying everything in sight. Most of the far away characters, kind of like Trap Shadow and stuff like that, they're not as, like, violent and, like, so basically that's why we chose Jawbreaker. Very cool.
So basically, not only does Jawbreaker punch a lot of enemies with his fists, but he can also give his opponents really bad shots when you're basically in this robot mode and something like that, sending out sparks.
Yeah. And Nightfall, Night Shift is the next one, the undead. Basically, he's a vampire, and he can do all sorts of types of punches, and he has extra lives. He was the first character that has extra lives in the game, besides Crash Bandicoot, which was just you know, a new character from new sensei from Imaginators. But he was, I think, most of everyone's favorite type of violent undead Skylander. Very cool character. Then we also have Nightlight, which is the most violent character. As in terms of the gameplay, he can really, you know, destroy some stuff.
Life with enemies. That's basically even blinding his enemies, where they can really be teleporting and all that stuff. And then basically, you never know if Night Shift's punching could break. Could crush a mountain or something like that.
Yeah. And
basically,
yeah.
Nightlight, also sending out basically light barrier pillars, really slicing all that. And he is always pretty serious of fighting, especially when he fought Luminous before in his backstory.
Yeah. He's very, yeah. He's always probably going to be my favorite light Skylander, just because his backstory, his character design, and his gameplay. It's all like so good. Nightfall is the dark, but most like scary, violent character that they have for Skylanders. So basically, she can get really close with her main attack, her claws, and can really deal some damage. She's actually, and again, one of my favorite Dark Skylanders on my list for the top 10 favorites. What else can Nightfall do?
Well, basically, when she uses her hair and her soul gem, you never know when they can actually turn into spikes, even though they might not look like spikes. Although basically, one reason that would make her violent is also basically for some other dark characters. They could actually put fear into their enemies without even having them fighting at all. Their enemies, that is.
Yeah. And I just added this in here. I know those were the original 10, but you gotta include Chaos. The most, like, he's in his own element, basically. The Chaos element. So technically I consider him an element. Now, Chaos there's really no explaining. Like, with his attacks, he can do all sorts of, he can do every Sensei move. Battle class, I mean. Every single battle class. So, yeah, that was fun having you on this video. So subscribe to Skymine, and yeah, we can kind of end this video. So make sure to subscribe to his channel. It was nice to have you in this video, and hopefully we can do more videos together sometime.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yes.
In this video, that is. I may not do videos, but that doesn't give any reasons for other people to subscribe to other YouTubers, even if they don't make videos or not.
Yeah.
But I do also comment on basically
he comments a lot on my channel. He's yeah, like I said, we actually went to school together and stuff like that. He's actually a friend of mine. So yeah, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, comment, subscribe, and turn my bell on to get notified every time I post a video, and be a part of the Camo Notification Squad. And I'll see you guys next time on the next video.
Alright, see ya.